Welcome back to Fifth Dimension Channeling and Oracle. I hope everybody's having a blessed day. Angels and spirit guides protect this energetic reading, okay? Even though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for you are with me, your rod and your staff, they comfort me, okay? Gonna get into this reading here. I just want to say this quickly, okay? I'm gonna get in on this. I picked up on something off of all three of the cases here, okay? So I'm just gonna get into to say this quickly, and then I'm going in on the for Melissa Trumpy, okay, for information for the Hammer Trumpy Borman whatever situation is, okay? Here, okay? I pick up on Melissa Trumpy the most here, okay? This is the energetic reading. This is what I get off of the energy here of being elevated in my higher upper chakras, okay? It's what psychic mediums do. They read energy, okay? When people either when people are on this side or when they cross over, basically what they're doing is they're going into different dimensions, okay? So this is basically what I pick up on this so far, okay? Is I'm gonna go here for I pick up on that James is still alive, okay? What I pick up on the other is the 18 up channel only, okay? I only want 18 and up on this channel, okay? If you're not 18, I need you to leave this channel. I want everybody to have a clear and balanced mindset if they're watching my channel, okay? I only want people that are balanced watching my channel. If you're not balanced, I really would prefer that if you're not watching my channel, okay? I only really want balanced people. Like, I want the detectives and the investigators and the police basically watching this so they can get the information that they need to help with this case. This is what these videos are for, okay? And for the family, the families and stuff, if they need any kind of extra information that might help them to be able to go in to get closure or something like that, okay? This is like okay. I'm picking up on James is alive, okay, is what I get off here. I'm getting mostly the Melissa Trumpy case, and I'm asked to be focused on that, okay? To be focused on Melissa Trumpy the most, the blonde, okay, for now, because so I'm not picking up too much information off several things, so I know exactly what information goes where. Unfortunately, the information that I'm picking up on Leah Stewart, I get I'm sorry I have to say this. I get that this is a body recovery, that her cases would be a body recovery case, okay? I'm getting the most on Melissa ANN TRUMPY here, and I'm going to get more into this here, okay? And I'm getting mostly on the family, okay? The family of Derek Hammer and Denise Hammer Borman and the husband of Denise, Jeffrey Hammer, okay? I pick up on him a lot too, okay? I also got this here. It's a crystal ball, okay? I got several of these, okay? These are for reading energy, okay? This is what psychics have, real psychics have for reading energy, okay? Also get that there. A mannequin that which kind of resembles Melissa ANN TRUMPY, okay? And to see the envelope there, I got an envelope. The name on there is Melissa, okay? I ordered something and that showed up. That's not a coincidence, okay? That's like the color of her eye color. I'm getting, okay? And then the broomstick there, which it represents like energy healers, energy readers, stuff like that, okay? And some also think of Halloween when they see broomsticks and stuff like that, okay? Halloween, okay? Here we go. I'm going to get this started, okay? Like, share, and subscribe. I'm going to get this started now. More into Melissa ANN TRUMPY, okay? And kind of like an updated reading on the stuff that I've done, okay? Is what I'm going to do, okay? Picking up on to be Okay, 1 second. I have to light a candle. Okay, 1 second, please. Hope everybody's having a fabulous day, okay, here. All right, there we go. I'll just do that for now, okay? There we go. Angels and spirit guides protect this reading. Only allow positive energies in this reading. Picking up on organized crime here, accomplice partners in crimes. I want to talk about this. I've done several readings on this, okay? About the Melissa Ann Trumpy and the Hammer family and stuff, okay? This is the case that's Melissa Ann Trumpy's out of Wisconsin, okay? Melissa Ann Trumpy's from Wisconsin, okay? This beautiful woman right here is from Wisconsin, okay? Then we're coming in on talking about the Hammer Borman. They're Hammer, Derek Hammer and Denise Hammer Borman. This is Illinois, okay? Shannon, Illinois, okay, is what I'm talking about here, and Carroll County, around that area, okay? I get a lot of the cards that I pull out around here, okay, on my decks and stuff. I have I don't know exactly, it's in this deck here somewhere. Mountains, okay? I show a lot of mountains in a couple of the cards that I pull. What that is referring to is Mount Carroll, okay? That has been what's coming out of the cards, okay? The mountains, anything with mountains that I'm pulling is Mount Carroll, okay? Okay. I'm also get this desert card that comes out when I do my card readings. Desert is referring to something about high desert prison in Nevada. Something about Nevada, okay? Something about, and then I also get a card sometimes that is this other card I get is something like shit's about to pop off into flames, okay? And it's got like fireworks and stuff on it and stuff like that or whatever. That's talking about an incident in Nevada, something about explosives or something with having to do with Derek Hammer or whatever, something like that too, okay? So that's what those cards are referring to, okay? Of the other readings that I've done, okay? Now I'm going to get this started here, okay? I'm getting a fraud, okay, for life insurance policy here. Fake death. Fake death fraud for life insurance policy. Alive cover-up. That was a cover-up, okay, for life insurance gains, okay? Life insurance gains over like $1 million. This is what I was talking about here. What happened was not your fault. You see the mountains here? Okay, you see where I sent this? Heavy burden. Look. What happened? Well, like wherever I split the cards, it's like where my guides want me to. What happened was not your fault. You see how the picture is like Melissa Trumpy? Looks like a beautiful woman, okay, like that. This is like plotting, planning, and scheming, okay? Heavily burdened, okay? Heavily burdened. His family put him heavily burdened. This is like cult family, okay? The Hammer family is like a cult family, okay, is like what I'm going to say. They had some kind of type of fantasy about Halloween, movies, horror movies, okay? It's the 18 Up channel. I only want 18 Up on this channel, okay? Trick or treat, Halloween, fantasy, fulfilling a fantasy is what I wanted to say, fantasy. Fulfilling a fantasy, guilt, putting Derek in guilt, heavily burdened, shine, light irritates their demons. They were like, this is like demonic, okay? Wanting, trying to redo, okay, here. Be more authentic here card, okay, look, this just moved over as I did this. Accomplice partners in crime. See how the cards are close here? Heavily burdened accomplice partner in crime, organized crime, hanged man. They put him in this hanged man energy. I got 2 hanged man cards out here, okay? This is referring to Jeffrey Hammer, and this is also referring to Derek Hammer, okay? It's referring to grandparent, okay? Grandparent, okay, look. Light irritates their demons, okay? Sabotage is out here too. Sabotage, guilt, okay? Sabotage, leaving... Sabotage, low vibrational, karmic. Karmic's low vibrational, okay? Low vibrational, drugs, alcohol, party, death, anything associated with low vibration, multiple partners, whatever it is, okay? Landfill of bodies, okay? Landfill, referring to, angels and spirit guides protect this reading, serial killer, okay? Is the word, okay? Landfill. Grandparent, okay? Grandparent, parent, grand is in money, okay? Control him, okay? So I can control him. Low vibrational for the control, okay? Control. Grandparent and parent, control, okay? Putting on a show, outdated, expired, the game's over, okay? There's a wooded area around that area that, a wooded area for crime, that, crimes of passion, okay, is the word that I get off this, okay? Crimes of passion, always medicating, always medicating, always providing drugs, always keeping the low vibrational, okay? I'm fooling everybody, fantasy card just moved, fulfilling a fantasy. Fantasy of horror movies, okay? Fantasy of horror movies, okay? Fantasy of death, fantasy of like making a horror flick, okay? Fantasy of serial killer, fantasy of crimes against women, fantasy of jealousy, okay? Fantasies where they wanted like fantasies done or whatever, the women of the families, but like the grandparent and the mother, okay? I get the grandparent and the mother, okay? The Hammer family here, okay? Whoever the grandparent is or whatever, okay? And then the mother. Like, they sat down and they were like, well, let's do this and let's do that and let's plot this out and let's plot that out. And they, like, had everything settled in there, like, for a plan, okay? And this fake car accident, the car accident for the fake death, for the life insurance, that was all plot, plan, and scheme, okay? Alive, okay? Cover up, horror flick, scarcity tactics. Derek, if you don't do this, I'm going to tell him this, blah, 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 blah. So you can control, okay? Control. Keep control of the situation. Life insurance, fraud, fire. Let's talk about fire from I get, this, what was it? There's something wrong in the village clerk, Denise Hammer Borman, okay? Rabble, the village, the song. I also get, basically the main song I get is Control by, Zoe's, that talks about, control, mind control, okay? Basically it was mind control, what was used on Derek, okay? I also get Zach Bryan High Road. I get Jelly Roll Liar and Kane Brown Jelly Roll Haunted, okay? Is another of the music that I get here, okay? I'm going to go into this more. I'm fooling everybody. People that are fooling people, they're plot, plan, and scheming. You're not a nice person. This is what I get out of Denise Hammer Borman, okay? I get that Jeffrey Hammer is not passed away, okay? That was, the car accident was plot, planned, and schemed for life insurance gains, okay? Trick or treat, alive, cover up, scarcity tactics, life insurance, fraud, fire. Talking about fire from seat of position, okay? That, too many cons. You didn't imagine it when too many cons were going on. Organized crime. Putting on a show. Trust your feelings, not appearances. Talking about, plot planning and scheming, manifesting negative for people's lives, okay? Leaving people heavily burdened, okay? Manifesting negative for people, okay? Manifesting negative, manifesting demons, manifesting stuff like that of the occult, okay? Be more authentic. Copycat in a horror flick, okay? What happened was not your fault and heavily burdened just moved, okay? This picture reminds me of Melissa Ann Trumpy, okay? Can you pinpoint when you lost your smile and stopped being happy? This card was what was hidden because it was turned over before, okay? Then I also get the Hanged Man card here, which is self-explanatory, okay, about Derek, okay, and his family and his trapped in circumstances with the family, okay? You didn't imagine it when you thought you seen a shadow. You didn't imagine it when you thought you seen something, but it really wasn't what was going on. It was a spirit crossing through a body, okay? You didn't imagine it when people were trying to keep people drunk and medicated for low vibration, for control. You didn't imagine the anger management, okay? When people were further being medicated, okay, for mind control, okay? Greed, the grasp of greed, materialism, possessiveness, selfishness. Wanting more and more and more. Talking about the life insurance policy, the fake death, the greed, the travel, okay? Heavily burdened, keeping people heavily burdened, okay? But not wanting to take any responsibility for it, okay? Keep them codependent so I can control them, okay? Oh, the cards, more cards just went. 1 second. The more cards just went down here. Just hold on. I have to check this out so I can see exactly what cards are down here. So, oh gosh, 1 second. Hope everybody's having a fabulous day. Okay. To get on this more, I'm just going to do some of this, okay, here, because I think they want me to focus on these cards here, okay? Accomplice, partner in crime, co-workers, watching everybody, okay? Watching everybody. People in seats of power. I get Rabble the Village, okay? Village clerk, where Denise had power in the system, okay? Keeping an eye on everybody. Everybody always watching people, okay? Family, friends always gawking and watching. People in power, okay? Then I get clarity to see the truth that these were planned and schemed events, okay? With this Hammer family, okay? Moving on from nonsense, talking about, let's see, shadows. The shadows is here. The word. This is talking about, like shadows and demons and stuff like that. Manifesting negativity to happen. Anger management, fantasy, and discard. Old news discarded. Landfill of bodies to pay attention. The wooded areas, okay? The wooded areas and stuff, fulfilling a fantasy, okay? This is also coming out. The Hermit, that's probably talking about, teaches philosophy, astrology, rhetoric, logic, palm reading, and divination, and fire. How I'm telling the story, okay? And then this is your Ace of Swords, like knock it out, knock it off, knock it out, okay? This just moved here, trick or treat. Trick or treat, redoing a horror flick, okay? And then Alive just moves, basically to have the law enforcement focus on Denise Hammer Borman more, because Jeffrey Hammer I'm getting is alive, okay? That was all a con, okay? That when she travels, she goes to the motel to go see Jeffrey Hammer, okay? That's what I get, okay? Fraud, life insurance, that's basically, they'd want to go in on that, the fraud for the life insurance, because I get Jeffrey Hammer's alive. He's not. That was all a con. It was organized crime. What else I get off that is, child abuse and neglect of Derek. Always, having them do crimes or whatever, crimes of passion, okay? And then I'm going on vacation, always going on vacation. Says I knew exactly what I was doing here. Be more authentic, okay? Keeping people medicated for the low vibes. See the Lucifer card there is death, okay? The moon. Talking about illusions, okay? Accomplice, partner in crimes, okay? Makes manifest apparitions of demons. Sets demons upon men to destroy them with vices, okay? Then I get the Hanged Man. Okay, card there. Okay, I'm going to get this Trapped by circumstances is here, okay? Trapped by circumstances, okay? I keep them codependent so I can control them, okay? Landfill of bodies. Deep wisdom is moving here. Deep wisdom, read between the lines, be wise, pay attention. You can see the truth clearly. Accomplice, partners in crime. Hangman, okay? Hangman, plotting, talking about Denise Hammer Borman plotted the downfall of her own son, okay? This card's here, I want all the power. Cover up, okay? Like, share, and subscribe at Fifth Dimension Channeling and Oracle. There was too much drama, okay? Too much drama, too much low vibrational stuff, too much drugs, too much alcohol, too much party, too much death. Too much nonsense. She did too much. She got caught. She also mentioned a psychic in her readings or one of her things that I seen online on one of her TV news interviews. So she also manifested me too by thinking too much, okay? Like, share, and subscribe at Fifth Dimension Channeling Oracle. Moving on from dealing with the Hammer family and all the nonsense and seeing the truth clearly that these were planned, and schemed events, okay? Where I'm picking up on Melissa Trump and Trumpy, I'm going to talk about this a little bit. I'm also picking up on Derek has trouble down, Derek has trouble. He's been with, down there, okay? I get he was fine at first, but after you've been with too many people or whatever, like they always wanted him dating, that now that after the drug use or whatever and the multiple partners and stuff for the crimes of passion or whatever that the parents and whatever they fantasized about, that he has trouble down there now, okay? That's from being with too many people, okay? Seeing that they were in an illusion, sitting in tunnel vision, not seeing clearly, escapism, addictions, fantasy, and codependency, okay? Rebel, another low vibrational card, okay? To see the clarity, the intuition with the higher chakras, okay? That this was greed motivated and they didn't use emotional intelligence. I manipulate him so well, okay? The demons talking about put salt around your bed for sleep protection, okay? The realization that Derek was trapped in lockbox in this family, in this cult family, okay? I get the homicide. This is talking about this is talking about a serial killer, okay? Toxic family, game over, okay? The family was sabotaging, okay? Keeping heavily burdened, okay? And the mom was always a victim and going on vacation, the mom or the grandparent. They enabled his addictions, okay? Getting played. Talk about law enforcement's getting played with all the crimes that are happening around there. They were most of them were planned by the Hammer family, okay? If you find a wooded area with a bunch of crimes, you'll know, pay attention if they're crimes of passion, okay? Oh, talking about I want you to move on. This card comes through. This is like a Melissa Trump. You see how the blonde's there where the card fell there? Like, I want you to move on from the nonsense is basically what it is. Where I'm getting the location is of this body of Melissa Ann Trumpy is the yard in Shannon, Illinois of the Denise Hammer Borman household in Shannon, Illinois. I believe it's 717 Kennedy. There's an area in the back of that yard that they were doing something with, and there was like some plastic, like a tent shaped thing or whatever. And there was some plastic, and they were doing something around the wintertime or whatever, something like that. And there was some concrete that was poured. I'm getting that's where the body location is of Melissa Ann Trumpy. I'm also getting on Melissa Ann Trumpy just so to go further in this with the detectives or whoever's doing this cases. I also pick up on seeing from out of my upper chakras that she was decapitated, okay, is what I get. That's another one of their fantasies, the female grandmother or parents' fantasies, okay? I also get that was the mother's jealousy. What happened about Melissa Ann Trumpy, the mother was jealous, okay? This card also moved. A little goes a long way, okay? Talking about relationships. The goal shouldn't have been dating. The goal should have been marriage, okay? And the mom didn't like that Derek liked Melissa so much, okay? That she knew that that was going to be the that was basically he wanted Melissa for basically for his wife, okay? And if that wasn't their game wasn't going to continue if he settled down, okay? Like, share, and subscribe at Fifth Dimension Channeling Oracle. This video is getting long here, okay? So I'm going to get off of here. This is some crystals that people should be carrying around in law enforcement if they're working on these cases where there's occult stuff going on or whatever. This is smoky quartz, okay? Smoky quartz. This is black tourmaline, okay? This is an extra, has a little bit of extra stuff on it. Black tourmaline's usually just black. This says mica in it. This is for people that are doing spell work and stuff like that, okay? Black tourmaline, okay? So nobody's doing spell work on you. That's clear quartz, okay? These are some of the ones here, okay, that you would want to have, okay? Like, share, and subscribe at Fifth Dimension Channeling and Oracle. Everybody stay blessed. This is Amethyst here, and then this one is Tiger's Eye, okay? Like, share, and subscribe at Fifth Dimension Channeling and Oracle. Everybody stay blessed.